All right, what's up, Tycoon? Super excited for today's video. We're going to take a look at my two plays today. Okay, these are two of my option trades today. I'm going to give you guys some technical analysis on the stock and just kind of break down where I got these levels from. Okay, so NIO is the first one. All right, and we'll go ahead and take a look in the Discord, and we'll go ahead and look here in the small cap callouts. That's where this tab was. I put NIO 21 puts, expiration 225 at 0.46 at 9:39. Okay, we'll go ahead and take a look at those real quick. Those options for NIO. Type that in real quick. And the 21 puts are currently going for the bid ask is 57 to 58. All right. So if you would have put in, $490 into that play, currently you would have about $580 to $590. You'd be up about $100, around 20% roughly. I'm not looking exactly at what my profit percentage is, but yeah. And that is betting. Okay, you're essentially saying that, hey, I want to make some money because I think that NIO is going to go to 21 or head to 21 or possibly even go lower than 21 by February 25th. It's February 22nd at the time of this recording. In the Tycoon analysis, I dropped a video in the Discord and I also charted up NIO. If we look here, we have the NIO stock, and then throughout the day in the circle of opulence, that's kind of like the main chat. I've been posting NIO updates. Okay, NIO on the 15-minute chart had 3 black crows. What that means is that is a bearish candlestick pattern. And that's what happens when, essentially you have this big bearish candlestick, and then you have 3 more consecutively that are opening and closing with this type of body style. Okay, that's an indicator of further bearishness. And if we go back to the screen, let's look at the 15-minute chart. And here was our 3 black crows, and we have dropped lower than that. Okay, so that's how I'm able to use technical analysis to come in and day trade in and out of the day. All right, I did get in a little bit early, but the reason I got in early was because we got rejected at this main price level 22.74 that I mentioned in my last video. Okay, go ahead and watch that one where it's a complete deep dive into the NIO chart. But yes, so I said, hey, if we get rejected at this level and we flip this level from support to resistance, then I'm going to get in, basically I was saying, you could get in puts and ride the momentum down, which is what I'm doing right now. My next major support level is right around 21. So I may take some profits if we go to 21. Or I may end up taking some profits here soon because this play is in profit, and the market always changes, right? There's nothing to say that NIO can't come up here, break this resistance level, and then break this resistance level and head up to try to go to 23, 24. But based on my analysis, there was still some more bearishness continued. All right, the next one is going to be teladoc. All right. Teladoc was really interesting. Okay, it's got earnings. It's reporting earnings here. After the market closes, and it rallied this morning. I thought that was really interesting, and I was kind of happy to see that. Okay, because I saw what happened with Roblox, where Roblox was rallying into earnings, right? And then we all saw what happened with Roblox. That's been a very common pattern. Okay, now I'm not saying that all patterns have to repeat themselves, but it's been a very common pattern so far this year in 2022 for growth stocks and a lot of things that were called pandemic plays and things like those to drop, anywhere from 10 to 20% on earnings. So I have a very risky, super high risk, call out in here. It is the 40 strike puts for Teladoc that expired 225 at 30 cents a piece. And a lot of times in market uncertainty, okay, I like to trade it in the small cap call outs. If I'm not too sure or I'm not, super confident in a play or position, right, this is where I'm going to put them. I'm going to put them in small cap call outs where, hey, I still think this play is a winner, right? But, I'm not willing to come in here and throw thousands necessarily on these plays. I want to keep some capital on the sidelines for potential other moves, right? But yeah, so let's go ahead and look at Teladoc, okay? And I'm going to show you guys why I chose the 40 put strike for today. Today, all right? The reason being is this one has the most volume, and I was able to spot this early in the morning. This one had the most volume out of all the put contracts today. All right. And if we look at the open interest here, it's far exceeds any single one over here. All right. So, if people have been short in the market, yeah, there's everyone who had the 65 puts to expire this week, they're in the money already. They've been making money. All right. But, why is there such an amount? Yes, the amount is very easy to pump and trade because there's it's so cheap, right? I mean, the 64 puts are $600 a piece, and these are $30 a piece. So, people can go and, buy 20 contracts, really easily, buy 200 contracts really easily for these 40 puts because it's so cheap. But I just thought it was really interesting because I'm trying to ask myself, what retail trader is coming in here and, scooping up 1,000 or 2,000 because the volume was like near 2,000 early this morning on these puts. Who came in and and bought 2,000 of those contracts for the 40 strike specifically, right? Because that's a very risky strike. It expires in 3 days. And if there's not a dramatic drop in teladoc, it doesn't have to go all the way down to 40. But if this thing drops down to 60, if it drops down to 50, 45, today or tomorrow, right, based on this earnings, then these contracts are going to go up to possibly, be worth 140, 150, all the way up to, there's a really big, it can go up a lot. Okay. This could be a potential 1,000x play, which is why, I put, hey, this is a light position for me, could go to zero. Just full transparency, like, hey, if Teladoc has good earnings, or even if they don't drop a lot on earnings and they just drop, a couple percent, 2-3%, this play, the value of this contract could go straight to zero. All right. But, I think that it's a really interesting play. That position is currently up as well. And, it was going up. All right. Because I got into the play right around here, right around this time, right around 9:45, as noted by the call out. Okay. And 9:40 that time. And then the price kept going higher, but the value of those puts didn't decrease at all, really. It was really interesting to see that. I think it went down like 1% at the most. And here we are, and we're heading back down towards, we're finding some support on the SMAs here on the 50 SMA, but we're heading back down towards these pre-market opens, or it's where we opened at the market, which would be right here around 63.75. And we've got these levels down here at 62.01 that we hit pre-market. If we break that 63 and then break the 62 level, this is 52-week lows for Teladoc. So, who knows really how much lower it can go, right? In the past year, it has no support level here. This is 52-week lows. We'd have to zoom out some more and look to the weekly chart. And we're going to have to look to see what kind of levels are we going to possibly find support at from the past, right? And based upon the past, let's see here. Boom. So we got a level from basically 3 years ago, about 2019. Okay. That was a resistance level for us over here in the past. All right. Now it was a resistance a few times. And then eventually it got flipped to support. Okay. We're coming over and we're testing these levels right now. All right. So, we're dancing right around it. There's not really much support even, 3 years ago from the chart. We can just chart the lows right here, 48.57. And that'll give you guys like a little glimpse, there's not really much support, right? All of this is kind of supposed to be the support zone. All of these levels in here between 63 and 48, that's where those are all the levels that we haven't tested in years, so we're below these levels now and we're currently in them, and it's going to be really interesting. Are we going to drop all the way down to 48 to, the 3-year chart lows from 3 years ago and find support there possibly, right? Or maybe we break that support level and drop even lower. Or who knows, Teladoc reports really good earnings, and the market reacts really well, to their earnings, and it explodes. On the downside for this play, right? Something we would have to watch out for is an inverse head and shoulders forming, which is a bullish pattern on the stock. All right, and essentially we have our left shoulder, we have our head, we have our right shoulder, and this right here is this support line that's been here, or that we just drew here recently, I think. This line right here is kind of like our neckline, if you notice. So not only is it a very key and valid, like support level here on the daily and the weekly charts, but when you zoom in a little bit more on the, let's go back to the 15-minute, do kind of have an inverse head and shoulders forming here. All right. So, if we break above this neckline here and we're able to break these highs of the day, Teladoc could hand all the way up to 70, right? So we'll be watching that to protect ourselves. If there is a breakout, what we can do is we can day trade the breakout above it, right? Day trade the inverse head and shoulders breakout, and either sell those call options, right, for the bullish play, and keep our bearish play, our bearish cheap play, just in case Teladoc does tank on earnings, right? So thanks you guys for watching. Let me know if you want some videos like these where I'm kind of giving you guys some analysis, and then kind of also just updating you on what we're trading in the Discord, because we really are trading every single day. If I'm not in there posting a call out, there's 3 other admin members in there posting call outs. There's tons of other really great traders that are bringing things to our attention and to other people's attention in the Discord. It's just a helpful community, okay? Where nobody's trying to say we're better than each other, because at the end of the day, we all want the same thing, right? We all want to make money, and why not just work together and with as much, as many smart minds as you can to all help each other make money? Because if we can all, if we all have a strategy or something that's working for us this day and we're sharing it, boom, well, all right, hey, well, I had my NIO play, but homeboy over here, he pointed out some pan W puts. So, I'm going to get some pan W puts and just follow kind of his analysis, see what he's got going on, because he's been, a respected trader, and he's been doing stuff pretty well, and, got a proven track record, and, he'll keep me, you can trust each other, trust the people in the Discord basically to, have your back, and, if, and be in the play with you, right? And always be supportive, right? We never really try to push anybody down. Just try to help each other out. Okay. So with that being said, I'm gonna end the video. Join the Discord link in the description. Use code Zachly. Okay. It'll get you a discount on the membership. And you'll be able to come in and trade with us. Okay.